Thank you for joining me. I hope you're in a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, and please don't listen to this while driving. Today we're going to spend some time with the Rowan Tree Deva. A Deva is the light being who holds the blueprint for every tree and flower, the blueprint that tells it when and how to grow and keeps it in sync with nature's cycles. The Rowan tree, which is also known as mountain ash, has a long history of being used for protection and divination. It has a starring role in folklore, not least because of the 5-pointed star or pentagram at the base of each red berry. It was the wood chosen in Scandinavia for carving runes, and in Scotland you weren't allowed to cut it with a knife. People often carried crosses made of rowan, and it was the preferred wood for use in rituals and for dowsing. As an essence, rowan has two main roles. Its vibrational frequency is forgiveness, and it also helps us to connect more deeply with the earth, and in particular with nature elementals. Forgiveness is the key to freedom. Freedom from being estranged from love, including love for parts of ourselves that we may find unacceptable or that were unwelcome or disapproved of when we were young. When we're cut off from love, or parts of us are, we feel despair, hopelessness, pessimism, and maybe self-pity. So if you have a family history of feuds and estrangements, or if you judge yourself harshly so that you can't accept certain aspects of yourself, Rowan medicine is perfect. It's very powerful, so it can cleanse energy stuck at a deep cellular level, releasing you from your own karmic shackles of guilt and blame, as well as those you've inherited from your ancestors. Rowan essence is also the remedy to turn to if you're stuck in Groundhog Day. If you can see the same behaviour patterns and situations playing out over and over, and yet you can't seem to change your response, Rowan will offer you the answer, because the way to exit any negative cycle is through compassion and forgiveness. When you find that for yourself and others, the situation can dissolve, the spiritual growth has happened, your heart has healed, and it has no need to recur. So, let's stand up, if you can, and get ready to merge with the energy of the Rowan tree. If you can only sit or lie, that's fine too. Plant your feet very firmly on the ground and imagine roots under your feet, anchoring you deeply into the soil. Now begin to breathe slowly with awareness. Make your out-breath longer than your in-breath. Your in-breath will come automatically. And notice your breath circulating around your body. First, let's notice what we can hear. The sounds of a forest, rustling leaves, birdsong, the scampering of forest creatures in the trees and in the undergrowth, the running water of a nearby stream. Can you feel the breeze on your face, the warmth of the sun on your bare skin? Look up in this inner world and notice the blue sky above you with clouds drifting lazily by. And directly above you is a canopy of green leaves, laden with beautiful white flowers. You realize you're leaning against the trunk of a rowan tree, and its steady, loving energy fills you with a sense of safety. As you continue to take in the sights, sounds and smells of the forest floor, you notice beautiful nature elementals gathering around you. They may appear to you as fairies or colours or columns of light. You may simply see the air shimmer, or perhaps you see them as angels or pixies. However they appear, you're aware of this circle of multicoloured light beings around you. One of them now steps forward and places an enormous wooden bowl in front of you. Another fills it with water. A third places a pile of stones next to you. You peer into the water, and you can see pictures begin to form on its surface. Pictures of events that happened long ago. In some, you're a different person in another incarnation. In others, you recognize events in this lifetime. Each event carries a charge of anger and judgment, and you notice your heart closes as you watch. Each time you recognize that energy, drop a stone into the water. You may notice emotions coming up: sadness, anger, despair, hopelessness. One after another, place a stone to represent this into the water. The bowls become heavy. This is the burden you've been carrying in your heart and soul for many lifetimes. The light beings around you are looking at you with love and with excitement at what you're doing. They encourage you to keep going. More memories, come on, more stones. Finally, the bowl is full. Now, the circle of light beings part to allow in the Rowan Deva. Robed in deep green, with a crown of white petals and a garland of red berries about her neck, she walks up to the bowl. She looks deep into your eyes and silently asks you, "Are you willing to let this go?" So ask yourself, are you? It's a heavy burden you've got used to carrying. If you are, and now is the time, then nod your head. The Deva places her hand on your heart. She waves her other hand over the bowl and the stones begin to dissolve. You feel a weight begin to lift from your body. The light beings around you begin to sing. One of them hands you a golden cup. The Rowan Deva steps back and gestures to you to scoop the water from the bowl. You scoop a bowl of water out and sprinkle it across the earth. Across our loving Mother Earth, who sees all, who accepts all, who can turn the energy into beauty and life force. With each scoop of water that you scatter, you feel lighter, you feel happier, you begin to smile. You realize you're participating in the cycle of life. You have your place in nature too. You're doing light work. The light beings are dancing with delight. Now the bowl is finally empty. You hand your cup back to the Rowan Deva. She fills it with a golden liquid and invites you to drink. It's delicious. It fills you with vitality and energy, reaching every cell in your body and filling it with light. Now hand back the cup and, standing in the center of the circle of light beings, affirm the message of the Rowan Deva. You can say this aloud or within yourself. I forgive myself and others for all past actions. I open my heart to the peace of unconditional love. And one more time. I forgive myself and others for all past actions. I open my heart to the peace of unconditional love. The light beings bring their hands together in front of their hearts and bow to you, and you do the same to them, with a special bow of appreciation to the Rowan Tree Deva. Now slowly wiggle your toes and fingers and feel the ground beneath your feet. When you're ready, open your eyes and come back into the present moment. I hope your next walk in nature will be with a lighter heart and different eyes.